Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and wait for Christian to come sit down. Come on, old pal.
We're back. Episode 22.
Welcome to episode.
Did y'all notice we changed our name?
Oh, you changed the name, but yeah.
It's L.
Unnamed podcast.
That doesn't even change.
Not even at all. But today's episode is a little bit interesting. Tell us why.
The Queen.
You're gonna do an English accent.
Oh.
The Queen has died. Do you do an English accent?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
But the Queen has died.
Yes. Oh, no. I would never cheers to anybody dying, but
Well, that's the purpose of this video.
That is the purpose of this video. There we go.
Right. I mean...
Well, let's start with First of all, let's start with the basics. Where were you when you found out that Queen Elizabeth had passed?
You didn't believe me.
You were taking a shit.
I was taking a shit.
You were taking a shit.
And when
you texted me?
Yeah. And I remember when I got the notification on my phone, I honestly did feel sad at first. Well, not sad, but just in the sense...
Well, because when anybody dies, come on, it's sad.
It's like...
It's sad.
It's kind of feel
We're
like...
humans, okay?
Like a life has been lost. That's my first immediate reaction.
Also, can I just say real quick, people who are mad about people like shitting on Queen Elizabeth, people hate their fucking like shitty family members whenever they die. So calm down, okay? She's
not untouchable.
She's not untouchable.
That's the thing.
Proceed with what you're saying. You were taking a shit.
What? Then I cleaned up. And
then I got some in my hand. Oh my god.
I smeared out a picture of Queen Elizabeth. No. Yeah, with that feeling that her life was lost. And then after like that split second, I remembered, oh wait, all the shit that she has done.
And can I just admit?
Where were you though?
I never.
Before we get into that, like,
yeah, no. I just want to admit though, like I've never actively hated her, like while she was alive. So I'm not gonna pretend that like, oh, she's the, like she is. Anyways, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Where was I? I was at work. You texted me, and you were like, "What did you say? The Queen is dead. The Queen is dead." Like all ominous. The Queen is dead.
Everybody thought like people in the trending in Twitter. Everybody thought people were talking about Nicki Minaj and shit.
And so I think I saw this tweet that was like Latifah. And I was like, wow.
Those are the real queens right now.
No, because I heard that she was in the hospital and the headline, what am I yelling? The headlines were so ominous. They're like, the Queen's health is declining.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit.
That was in the morning.
I was kind of expecting it, honestly.
And
I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Just right for lunchtime.
Right.
Just in time for lunchtime.
Oh my God. Yeah, she was, no, that sucks. But, like I said, so let's get on to what I was starting to say. Is that, like I never actively hated her more. But it's because this death has brought to light. Because whenever somebody dies, that's when you take the opportunity to look back on their, especially somebody famous, on their life.
Trajectory.
And once you finally do, I mean, there's a reason why celebrities get so much love and respect when they die, is because they did great things. But when you have somebody like the Queen, who had so much power and influence, and basically, in my opinion, did nothing with it. Yeah. Come on, like I feel like there's a reason that she has gotten such widespread. Oh my God, I'm tipsy. Widespread
spread
hate.
Her legs.
Stop! Oh my God.
No,
I'm not gonna slut shame the Queen. No, never in my life. No, she was never. She was. Honestly. Well, you're right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. We ain't judgmental people.
That's not where we're gonna criticize her. We're gonna criticize her.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to slut shame the Queen. Fuck
that would be actually cool.
That's bad bitch shit right there.
But
anyways,
I think I'm like you, that the Queen was always just there. It was always there. And then when she died, and you get the opportunity to look back, you're like, holy shit, this person kind of sucked. Well, like I knew the monarchy, like it always gave me like a weird
bad taste.
It was always weird. Like, why are we still praising this a monarchy to begin with, right? A monarchy by nature is unfair,
especially in a world where money rules the world, and they're. Anyways,
that kind of died down, and I think they just really have a good PR system, because I never, occasionally I would think of it, but you're right. Like as soon as the Queen died, now it was like, wait. Why do we still have this collectively in this world?
And that is the question today.
It is the British's problem, right? The people from from Britain, they should
We're the same.
They should get rid of it, right? It's up to them.
But a lot of the older British people romanticize the royal family. They fucking love them. And honestly, I will say
not all the Britons.
Not all of them. That's why I emphasize the older.
Yeah.
And also, can I just cut them some slack and say they got like the coolest drama in their era with Princess Diana and all that bullshit. Like, I would be obsessed too, bitch. Like, I really would.
I guess they are fascinating. That's why they make movies and all of that stuff.
But anyways, that was back in the day. They had all the drama at that time. Is again how I see it. But
yeah, I mean,
it's weird
with
living.
her death, this is the opportunity to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
People are asking, well, no, we can't get rid of
such
monarchy,
a long-standing establishment
for the history. But what good did they do when you compare to everything that they've done? There's more bad to the world that they've done than good. Like there's no, and just the fact that you have to investigate actually what good did they do to the world. That's just the fact that alone that you can immediately find out the crimes that they've done to the beginning of King George, the other Queen Elizabeth, all these kings that came before them. Up to today, it's really hard to find what actually did they do that was good for the world. When you get the big picture and the full context, they've done some crazy ass shit in matters of colonization, subjugation, and exploiting people. It's really bad. Like, it's really ridiculous. So it's like that question: why do we still have it in this world? You know.
And for me, whenever I think of forming my opinion on that take, a lot of it is money for me. Like, they have they live in these. They have multiple castles.
Yeah.
Right. They have multiple properties.
Yeah.
They are obviously dressed in jewels and designer and all of this other stuff. So, like, I guess what I'm saying is that the insane amount of money that they have could be used for something so much more than just one royal family.
For more than just to look pretty. And
like, there are so many countries within the commonwealth that
we'll put them
are
right
struggling.
Here. There's like how many?
There's
50 something.
No, I think there's 40. We're gonna put it on top.
That was something that I learned too. As soon as
I always knew about the Commonwealth.
The Queen died. Well, I knew the organization was fucked up.
Yeah, I think we always knew about the details of it.
I think it's when I say that they have a really good PR system, it's because for the most part, until she died yesterday.
We're gonna talk about that, but go ahead.
Until she died yesterday, I thought that they really had no power, that they were just like cheerleaders and the motivating, they were
placeholders.
Yeah, motivating the prime minister and the government.
But even being placeholders is dangerous, right?
It was like they're innocuous, they're harmless, so that's why we never paid attention. Mm-hmm. But now
they're just somebody to watch.
They're actually head of state for all these countries that they're currently colonizing. Like, they're not so harmless after all, and
they're taking up space in an important.
They're making money, still making money out of these people, and it's crazy because we didn't pay attention to it because we thought, they're done with, they don't even have power over society, whatever. But they still do, and then that brings us back to the question: why are they still praised? Why are they still upheld? Why are they still giving a chance for this monarchy to survive? And obviously. There's the kids, right? There's kids in the monarchy, the children. They have nothing to do. I mean, it comes to that point where obviously we're not calling for, hey, let's get everybody there and kill them, right? What I'm calling for is that
just to overthrow the monarchy. Just to
overthrow it without any violence, right?
Full establishment.
Like, actually,
just put an end to it.
What's the
harm? What's the harm in that? Honestly, like, what is going to happen? Nothing, because they already have a prime minister, they have a court. What is going to happen?
The majority of British people want it already out of the way. Like,
especially
they see the ridiculousness in having a basically old people playing pretend, right?
Playing
And then
costumes.
all this anger about indoctrinating children. What about the children inside that monarchy? They're being brainwashed into thinking that they're chosen by God, that they're in this little bubble. They're isolated from the rest of the world.
I was going to emphasize.
That's fucked up.
I was going to emphasize.
Where's the anger in, like, people rallied against Disney, rallied against Buzz Lightyear, don't indoctrinate our children. Well, you're literally seeing in lifetime children being indoctrinated, the children in that monarchy.
And beyond that, because think about the bubble that they do live in. It's really dangerous because it's not just money. It's not just like, being out of touch with the common, poor man. It's more than that because it's power and money and fame and this and that. And they are really, and like as children, they're told, hey, you have to behave a certain way and think a certain way because you uphold the crown.
Yeah.
So you have to be better than this. You have to be better than that. And you have to be more. And so their entire lives, they're being told to be more for the sake of the crown. So by the time that they're adults, they think that they are more.
Yeah.
They believe that they are more.
I think we touched on this before we turned on the camera.
And not to speak for them, but you know what I mean? Like, it's dangerous. But go ahead.
We talked about this before we turned on the camera that these are the same people who's been dating back generations before generations before generations. They've all been in this bubble for a long, long time. It's an ancient institution. So
they're very antiquated in their home, even in modern times.
So yeah, like we said, like imagine, obviously they have antiquated views, and these antiquated views get passed down. We're talking about homophobia, racism, prejudice,
especially with being the head of
this get passed down, and nobody knows. Nobody can stop it because they're isolated. They're just in their little bubble. Again, those poor children that grew up in that system. And I think that's why, going back, I'm not calling to go and hang everybody there inside the monarchy. I'm saying get rid of this monarchy because it's so corrupt, it's so evil that by nature it corrupts the individual. Queen Elizabeth, maybe she was a good person.
She was a child at some point. She was also,
just being in that system
and growing up in it,
caused her to do so many atrocities, like
the
Kenya thing,
and to turn her cheek at a lot
so
of things.
many things. Her own son, Prince Andrew, was accused of sexual allegations, and
because they value the crown so much, they wanted to protect the crown rather than actually condemn. Yeah.
And
it's wild.
Prince Andrew was very friends of Jeffrey Epstein. There's even a picture, I'll put it right here, where Jeffrey Epstein and his wife, Maxwell, they're in the same
couple. That wasn't his wife, but okay.
Oh.
But his partner.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
They're in the same cabin as it's of Queen Elizabeth. That's the same cabin, Queen Elizabeth's cabin.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm telling you, this whole system is corrupt. Why is it even there?
Yeah. And they're not corrupt for, like, Andrew's mistakes are not their fault, but the fact that they try to cover up his shit, that's fucked up.
And I'm telling you, it corrupts the individual.
The entire
Queen Elizabeth then later was so ugly towards Princess Diana, and now Princess
Meghan Markle.
That's why she decided to leave, right? She didn't decide to quit. She was
pushed out.
She was pushed out.
I 100% believe that she was pushed out.
Her husband backed her up, and didn't,
as he should,
because he knew the consequences. He knew his mother had gone through the same shit,
and I think also he was tired of it too.
And one thing, I think, when I say that it's the system, not so much the individuals. I mean, I'm not justifying their actions. But I think it's a big variable here because Princess Diana, she was not naturally evil. Like it really, I feel like what we saw with her, she was actually rejecting the corruption and the ugliness of this institution because she wanted to do something with that influence, with that money. One of the things she wanted to do was help in the AIDS epidemic. But Queen Elizabeth was like, no, that doesn't represent the crown, you know?
Mm-hmm. And there was, let's just go ahead because I feel like like we have so many viewers. No, but I feel like there's always that little thing of, oh, what if she was secretly this? What if she was secretly a supporter? Even if she secretly did uphold certain
beliefs,
I can't think.
good
Certain,
beliefs.
yeah.
She never acted on them.
She never acted on them, and she never went public. You know how powerful she could be if she publicly
She tried to
spoke
reform
out.
it, whatever. That is,
Anything,
yeah.
and that's my major beef with the royal family.
These figures are greatly influential, and they don't do shit.
And they don't do anything with the power, with the money, with the fame that they have. They do nothing with it.
But somehow everybody's fascinated and everybody praises it. And
hold on, can I just contest and not say? I don't think everybody. I think a lot of people.
Well, when I say everybody, I mean a lot of people.
A lot of people. An insane amount of people.
And
yeah. But especially in the UK specifically, because again, I feel like I think we talked about this off camera. The older British generations are like held hostage by the romantic idea of a queen.
Yeah,
and the royal and a princess and
just
a prince and a king.
You know,
the nostalgia.
They've always grown up with the monarchy.
Yeah, and the same way how here in America that we idolize political leaders.
But
they do it over there. Yeah, but
at least we vote.
That was a point that you made that was so great.
These monarchs are there, chosen by God.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, like that's so unfair that you get all these wealth, you're in charge of all these countries, you get all this influence just because you're born. So it's like. It's very unfair. Monarchy automatically is unfair, and that's why in Twitter, and I bet
the entire idea of monarchies is insane.
As soon as Queen Elizabeth died, we got to see just how brainwashed some people are. And no offense, I didn't know that much about it until she died either. So when I saw people from America, from even Mexico, and all over the world saying, hey, don't shit on the queen, respect her, rip the queen, I loved her, she's, wait, like what? Especially in America, weren't we all anti-monarchy? Weren't we?
That's the entire base of patriotism.
Since the founding fathers, right? The founding fathers, all these people who wrote the Constitution, Declaration of Independence, they were so against monarchy that we wrote on the Constitution to
they literally hated Queen Elizabeth's great motherfucking grandpa. So what are you talking about?
But you have
calm down.
People like Jeff Bezos and other people defending this. Now all of a sudden we care about what other people are saying. I don't know. It's real weird. Like this fascination with the crown, especially if you're from an area that was colonized by a crown.
You know what's insane? Like think of how little places that England hasn't touched. You know what I mean? Because even America hasn't touched England.
25, I think it was.
Oh, you wrote that shit down?
Yeah, well, it was
It's blank. wait, where's the it's you have writing on the back of it, but
there was
hold on
25%. Everything.
No, there's writing on the back.
It's like red strings that are connected.
Put that there. Oh my God.
25% of the world. Colonized 25% of the world. The British monarchy colonized 25% of the world.
Like throughout history.
Throughout history.
That's wild.
And that includes Kenya and a lot of parts of Africa that are still colonized to this day. And to this day, they're still trying to break free. So it's like, why not? Like, why not get rid of this?
Yeah.
And then people will go and say, well, it's historic. Like, respect the queen because she was a legend, because she was a symbol of history, and she lived through so much. But
well, she's dead now. Oh my God!
Cheer that.
That's over. No, let me stop.
But just that mansion that they all live in, and
yeah, that's just a big spit in the face. The multiple castles they fucking have.
Yeah, maybe they're not doing anything aggressively today, but they're still benefiting from that money that they stole from countless of colonies, of countries, and still stealing from this day. I mean, literally, Queen Elizabeth has this diamond, now she passed away, but had this diamond named the Heart of Africa. The Heart of Africa, literally the diamond, the Heart of Africa. She has it. And it's like, how is that? How are we still letting them do that? How are we still, if this is really the history that you want to uphold? This history of thievery, of exploitation, of all these enslavement. I mean, there's so much bad history. So this is on the spot to say because it's history. You want to keep that in there, like when are they, the British people and everybody else, because we have people in America and Mexico even praising the monarchy. When are we collectively going to be like, you know what? It's 2022. Why the fuck do we still have kings and queens? Even if they don't have power, supposedly. Oh shit. Even if they don't have power, supposedly.
They do.
Why?
Though.
They do. That's why supposedly.
They do.
Why do we want them there? Why do we follow them with so much fascination?
Can I just say, and I'm a little slurry right now, but at this point, if freaking like just famous people here in America can do a shit ton with the little bit of fame that they have, not even like power or money, then come on, the royal family can do plenty.
Yeah, then
they can do plenty, and they choose not to, and that's what really.
And it's really, I think you said it's a slap in the face.
It's
a slap in the face to all these other areas, the Irish, the
and not
Kenyans.
just that, the countries that they're responsible for.
Yeah,
under the Commonwealth, they have actual responsibilities that they're neglecting.
All these cultures that have suffered because of this crown and these monarchy, literally descendants of these people, and it's still there, and they're still smiling and living through the money of billions of dollars through this money. It's like a slap in the face, yeah. And
it's a facade.
And again, we didn't see it until, well, I guess I'm saying we, because I didn't really see it as much until the day she died. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? Why? Why are we still praising this? Why are we still? They're just playing dress up. Well, not so much because they're actually very influential, but
they just choose.
I don't see.
They choose to play dress up. Can I just say though, because you were bringing that up. Now that she's dead and all of this is coming, not really to the surface. It's always been there if we look for it, but like it's in the spotlight right now. Yeah. Everything that has been going on under our noses is in the spotlight. So I feel like this is the time, now that she's dead, to really sit and think about, right? To really sit and think about like why does the monarchy still,
especially the British people who actually can vote for their prime ministers to just, I mean, get it out.
Yeah, honestly, like this is. We're going to start an uprising now.
The whole England watches this podcast.
Everybody, all of England watches
this. Revolution. Now, but you know what really hurts my heart?
What?
When I was seeing when the day she died at magazines of in Mexico, specifically this one that I'll show, they did a whole, what's it, fluff piece? Is it where they praised, and they were praising the monarchy and showing like fun little snippets of historic moments of the monarchy under Queen Elizabeth. They never talked about all these crimes that they've done since the reign of Queen Elizabeth with Kenya and everything after. And it just hurts my heart because this magazine, again from Mexico, which is supposedly progressive, you're praising a monarchy. Like, imagine, like, don't you know what the Spanish monarchy did to us? Like, they burned all the Aztec culture, all the Mayan culture, not only in Mexico, Guatemala, Salvador, Honduras. So it's like, it just hurts my heart when we have people from these areas that have been subjugated because of monarchies praising another monarchy, even though maybe the British monarchy didn't do as much destruction there, but still it's the same thing.
It's the same system.
They did the same thing to the other areas that the Spanish did to us. So it's like, why would you even be praising this monarchy? Why are you even defending this monarchy? If in another historic, multiverse, I guess, instead of the Spanish, it would have been English, you know? Why do you think we speak English instead of the indigenous native language that was here in the U.S.? Why do you think we speak Spanish in the Latin America? It's not because we chose to speak Spanish. It's in English. These languages, our own languages, were stolen, and we're forced to speak the languages that that are not our own. They come from these monarchies: Spanish monarchy in Central America, and then the English here in the U.S. And not only the language. I mean, it has so many layers. Like now to the point of religion.
I think we talked about that.
They forced their religion upon us. Yeah, we did.
The Spanish did, because Catholicism. I mean, it is so deeply embedded in at least Mexican culture.
There's a lot of crimes that monarchies, again, automatically, by nature, monarchies are an evil institution. And you would think like it's 2022. Obviously, we don't live in that kings
It's
and
not the
queens,
same.
but it's still
but
there.
it is. It kind of is.
And
Like,
not only-
honestly, just because it looks prettier and it seems less
Yeah.
brutal and less, like blood and guts, it's still
It's
It's
there.
still there.
And the same money that came from those
it's
that,
still
that
a
same
power struggle.
that thing that you said from the time of blood and guts, that money that's they're still
That
living
money is
off of
blood and
it.
guts. Kenya.
It's so fucking horrible.
Kenya fought for rebellion back in what, 1955, 52? One of the
Somewhere around
50s. One of the 50s. And
It's my note.
no, and yeah, like the British would not let them go because what is it? They had rich agricultural soil.
Oh yeah. Resources.
And it was, I guess it would have been a big loss for England. And it's like, dude, money is the blood and guts.
Exploitation.
Money is the blood and guts to all of these tragedies.
So now that the king is in charge, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's gonna say, "Fuck this"? Let me spill the tea. You know what? We've been criminals, and we're gonna get rid of. We're going to, I don't know, Hawaii or something.
I don't know. I don't know what to
to.
expect from King Charles.
That's it. Oh yeah.
That's his name.
Do you think? I guess what I'm going at. Do you think this is still gonna go on, or do you think that we're seeing slowly the collapse of the monarchy?
Maybe because if you think about it, King Charles is really fucking old, right? So
Really?
So Queen Elizabeth dying, that's a window.
73.
No, hold on. Queen Elizabeth dying is a window of opportunity for uprise, right?
Mhm.
But that's gonna close very soon. So then King Charles comes into play. King Charles is old as fuck too. So what if he passes on soon? I feel like their lives are too close that there'll be another window of opportunity.
They do say death come in threes.
Coming free. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like there's something coming.
By the
I
time
do
it
feel
gets
like
to the
because
Princess Diana's son.
because two royals dying so close to each other, whether it's like 5 years, 10 years, I don't know how long he has, but he's fucking old. So I think that there'll be two windows of opportunity that are way too close to each other that there could be an impact. Because again, people are paying attention right now, and people are going to pay attention when Charles passes.
But you know what? Now, okay, let's say, okay, right?
Right, so
Let's say King Charles or the sons of Diana, like they somehow, okay,
The
you know
sons of
what?
anarchy.
You know what? Let's reform this. Let's get rid of it.
I have no hope that the grandson, what's his name? Prince William?
I don't know.
Prince William is ride or die fucking royal.
Well, but let's say they suddenly decide to do it, right?
If Harry
Could you imagine though how painstakingly the work that must be done to get rid of it? Because you can't just, okay, let's get rid of it. Now you have to actually give all that you stole from all these people, like the Heart of Africa, for example. They want it back. Like they as we speak, they want it back. And all these reparations that have to get done because all this wealth came from somewhere, right? Not just because they were selling some product. Maybe the product was people, right? So,
Yeah.
So if we do get into ever see that day where they're like, okay, you know what? It'll be so unfair that they could call it quit and then they still live on their old fancy, wealthy lifestyle.
But you know what? At the same time,
Because that's not their money.
At the same time, I feel like that's what the royals use to like scare people into not wanting to vote against the monarch, because they'll be like, oh, well, Britain is going to collapse from all of the shit that they got to repay. You know what I mean? Like, that's how you scare people into like, no, let's not fuck with the monarch. It's going to cause too much problems.
And
that's their scare tactic right there.
There's a lot of business interests in
But
there. They're mostly
But also,
businessmen.
like, progress is messy. You know, any transition period is a fucking hot mess.
Yeah.
Like, of course it's going to be bad.
So they should do it, but I mean,
They should do it.
I'm just saying, like, it's
Going to be hard.
It's so
but they
much
should do
hard
it.
work that they won't do it. I mean, here's
So it's
hoping,
scary.
right? Here's hoping
And the
that they won't.
Royal, the Royal Institute, I guess, is really good at scaring people into like, nah, let's not fuck with,
So hopefully, I mean, the monarchy in general, Spanish and English, they collapse. Why do we need them? They supposedly have no power, they have no influence. So why are we still, people living in Spain still supporting it, in England, British people still supporting it, but also why are people outside of these areas supporting them? Like what?
It's like, what you doing
What
in
are you
America
doing?
that you
Like,
care?
Yeah, like, Oh my god! And
Like that professor that got in trouble because fucking Jeff Bezos, I guess, sicked America on her.
Yeah,
that's and then
so
the fact that Carnegie freaking what's the doctor's name? What's her name? We'll put her name up here because I honestly don't know by heart her name because I just found out about it today. She
basically said, hopefully this monarch
dies of excruciating pain.
Well, considering the crimes that the monarchy has done, right?
Yeah, but what really annoyed me is that Carnegie put out the statement, we believe in free speech and whatever, but just know that, we don't uphold these things. Okay, well then why are you saying anything at all? Like,
and then the thing that bothered me the most is that
they didn't call her doctor?
Yeah, that she's actually a doctor, and well, if it would have been anybody, they would have put doctor in front of their name. But because it's her and she happens to be a black woman. It's not a reach. She has to be a black woman. No, she's just her name.
Yeah, because whenever I think of Carnegie, I think old money. Like, I just think, I don't know, I just imagine like a big...
And I think Jeff Bezos just scared, like, look, they're going against the queen. Oh my God, could you imagine what they're going to say after I die?
He thinks he's a queen.
Yeah. Well, he's very powerful. He's basically...
He basically is.
Oh, that's what I'm going to say. This is the royals, the monarchy. They're basically... Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, they're people with a lot of money who've exploited people. They didn't make their money just out of nowhere. Imagine if we had that same fascination, like, oh, who's going to be the son of Jeff Bezos? Oh my God, look, the whole ceremony of... Imagine if we thought that Jeff Bezos was chosen by God. That's how weird and ridiculous, because that's exactly the same thing that's going on with these royals. They're chosen by God? What the fuck?
Yeah, they're the head of the Church of England. They're like the A1 fucking... What are they? The Bishop of Canterbury or something like that. Bishop of something.
It's so weird. And then considering that Queen Elizabeth also she was the leader of the Angelical Church, the same church that fucking...
No, the Church of England. Church of England, yeah. The Protestant.
Did so much fucking abuse to Indigenous children in Canada, and she never apologized for it. That's the thing. These monarchies that are still alive and well, the Spanish and the English, they never even apologized. Okay, we're not talking about reparations, right? Oh my God.
Just condemn. Just publicly condemn.
They never even apologized for the injustices that they did. And I think that's a problem with today. Both, I think in all generations, young and old, that for some reason, our attention span has gotten so bad that we're judging things on the immediate context of it. We're not seeing the history behind things. Because if you analyze the monarchy just from the modern era, right? You'll be like, well, they haven't done anything wrong. I mean, there are, but I mean, all the Prince Andrew, Jeffrey Epstein, all of that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing it through a person who is ignoring or doesn't know about the history behind these monarchies, right?
Yeah.
It would be so easy for them to go and then they get angry and they're like, why are people talking shit about the monarchy?
Why does it matter?
Move
because
on.
It touches everything.
But this is the problem with today. See the bigger picture. See the full context of things. When it comes to all these issues, any issue, see the full context, because that's the way that you understand why people are angry, why people are upset about these situations.
And also, like, why are you mad at me for not being sad?
Everybody's mad at you.
Yeah. No, but also, like, why are you mad at me for not being sad about somebody passing? Like, just in a general sense. Just in a general, sense. Like, why does it bother you so much that I'm saying something about a person? You know what I mean?
And, I would understand that, like, okay, don't make fun of somebody who's dying, whatever, respect the person who's dying. But
that's if you don't know that person. But this person is a public figure.
Yeah, this is just not any
literally, person. This person's crimes are out there if you look for them.
Yeah, there's more.
If you look for them.
The fact that we have to actually look for the good things, because the bad things are right there in front of us. Mm-hmm. The fact that we have to look for good things that this person done. Because if we go to that saying, right? Don't judge somebody just because they're somebody, right? Judge them on their actions.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Judge them on their actions, right?
Yeah. And
so far, if we have all these actions that Queen Elizabeth and the monarchies have done,
more like inactions, but go ahead.
Then they're fucking horrible. That's it. Like, and you could say, well, maybe they were good people, but
the fact that they chose to hide that goodness for the sake of the crown is.
And aren't we supposed to judge people by their actions, right? So you're saying they're good people because you have an inclination that they might have been good, while their actions are right there. Like, what? So it's just honestly yesterday seeing all the media
You know what's
portray
wild?
the Queen as somebody that did so much. Like basically, if the fucking I can't even say the Pope because the Pope has also blood on his hands.
Yeah.
Basically, who's somebody good? Somebody good.
Somebody good.
Somebody good in this world. Our mothers.
My mom. I was just gonna say my mom.
Basically, if our like the media's acting like if our mothers
my mom's
died.
crazy, man.
Like they're acting if our mothers died and they've done no evil. It's like
I know my mom. She's done some shit.
People pay attention to these institutions, these actual figures. They actually have done some shit. So it's like I feel.
Also, imagine if we lived in a world where we never, I guess, put their crimes in their face. If we just always fucking praised. We used to be. I don't want to live in a world where we always praise the people who are in power of some form. You know what I mean? Like, why not? What is wrong with criticizing this person just because, like, yeah, what is wrong? There's nothing wrong with that.
And all these people who are like, all for free speech, all of a sudden they're like, oh no, respect the Queen.
That's what I keep tripping about, that fucking Carnegie statement.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is like, hey, look,
shows them respect. Bitch, suck my dick.
I thought you were all for free speech, free bitch, free speech too. So it's like, what are y'all doing? Like, so hypocritical. And what else am I gonna say? What was my train of thought? Oh, well, that's how I felt when I guess a shout for the Queen. No, a shout for all the victims that died under the Queen. Yeah, under the Queen's reign. What I was gonna say is that yesterday, seeing all this media, seeing all the media, like, and people respecting, actually praising, not even just respecting, praising the Queen and the monarchy. It's like it makes you feel, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, what happened to, like, are we just ignoring all this evil history? Like, what's going on? It makes you feel crazy. It's two things. It makes you feel that everybody's crazy, or it makes you feel that you're crazy. But the fact that we're not the only ones that believe this and know this is common knowledge. You know, there's countless of people who have the same take that we just said through this 1 hour episode.
Has it been an hour?
Shows us that we're not crazy. There's numerous people with the same views that we have. And it's not even views, it's just actual facts. Actual facts out there. So I would say, what? Is that not recording?
No, I think it is.
Oh.
It's just that it came up as 20% and then you put okay, but I don't know if it kept recording. We're going to pause.
Wait.
We're going to pause.
Hi, my name is Carolina and I'm being held in a... I'm just kidding.
It looks like one of those videos where we're like kidnapped and just...
Please send help. If you don't give them money, they're gonna kill me.
No, I was kidding. That's actually not funny. That's really...
Are you okay?
That's really dark.
We're back from the commercial break.
Oh my god.
From the commercial break.
Yeah, we thought that we stopped recording, but luckily we didn't, so we cut all of that.
That always happens.
That magic.
Well, we always think that the stuff.
Well, because last time it actually happened. I think we talked for an hour last time, and we only got like the first half hour.
Hey, but it worked out fine. I mean, we got, as long as we get the important stuff out of it.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like a lot of our important stuff is in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, nobody's going to watch this. Nobody's going to watch this.
Honestly, I'm surprised, like, are there viewers who actually stayed all the way through this area of our videos?
I mean, I would hope so.
Because I feel like the majority of people stay, like, through the 10 minutes, but they miss out on, like, so much important stuff. So much wonderful, entertaining stuff.
Oh my god!
But are there actual?
So interesting. No.
Are there actual people who stay all the way to this area of the?
Well, do you when you watch podcasts that you're interested in?
Oh fuck! I stay. Oh my god!
My god!
I've watched 3-hour podcasts like on YouTube. Like, oh my god, it's. Well, now I'm learning to like divide it, like an hour today, an hour tomorrow.
You watch full episodes?
I used to watch 3-hour full episodes.
I think when we would watch...
Well, I don't watch it like I'm just sitting like in the...
No, I know you listen
but
to
I'm
it.
like doing something.
You're listening, yeah. But still... Do you think people listen to us?
We've been going on for like hours.
We're going in circles.
Nobody has listened.
Oh,
I mean, there's 21 episodes. 22 now with this one.
Damn. We talk a lot.
Honestly, this has been, it's just something to look back on, you know, when we get old. Like wow, look at us when the
Queen
died.
Electricity when we're old.
Like, look at us when the Queen died, you know?
We're gonna have electricity when we're old. The world's gonna burn.
The monarchy is gonna reign for sure.
Oh my god.
Oh
King
my
Charles.
god, imagine they've been preparing all this time to actually rule the world. That's why they had to collapse.
Because they want to rule.
They're creating plans, and then suddenly,
because they'll be the only ones with like a safe palace.
Yeah, and then suddenly when shit hits the fan, they're gonna be like, okay, now you all are under my rule. Food for thought. That doesn't even make.
Do you think that you know what? Now that I think about it, do you think the U.S. has like a backup plan? Like, you remember you watched that movie Deep Impact? Well, their backup plan
with the meteor.
No. It wasn't even anybody famous in that fucking movie.
Or it's like Don't Look Up, where they have like the backup plan.
So basically, yeah, like the backup plan is that they were gonna go into a cave and like save like only 1 million doctors, scientists, and like educated people.
So fucked up.
So that they can restart civilization after the fucking meteor hits. So it's just like that. And at first, that sounded like a good idea. I was like, "Oh, that makes sense." And I was like, "That's kind of fucked up."
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Because, well, no.
Who
you know
decides
what?
who gets to survive?
I'm a liar. They saved 1 million educated people, but then they would do another like million like random social security numbers.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
That's fair.
That makes sense. That's a good plan.
That's fair. Yeah, random.
Yeah, like half selected people and then half randos.
Randomly pick. But that's kind of fucked up too, because what about the people who don't have social security numbers?
Why are we picking apart a movie?
I don't even know what the movie is, but that sounds pretty intriguing. Maybe the government has that. Why? You think it's already gonna collapse? You know what? Oh my god!
Well, I mean, come
collapse,
on, the fucking environmental issue. But
speaking of collapse, like there's been like little. Maybe I'm turning insane, but there's like little
hints of uprising.
Little hints that we might see a collapse in the near future. Like, well, I mean,
no, I believe it. Go ahead.
From where I first saw it was Timothy Chalamet. He was giving a press.
Timothy Chalamet is working for information.
That's where the first hint. Well, he was saying, "Oh, it just," because I don't know what question they asked him, but he was like, "Oh, it just feels like societal collapse at any moment." And then that gave everybody like, "Wait, what the fuck do you know?" I don't know. Like,
I feel that way about AOC. AOC knows shit.
Okay, and then also her cryptic messages, like,
cryptic messages.
When I send y'all
an Earth,
Earth.
Like, bitch, how obvious are you?
When I send you an Earth, it's time to vote for the Green New Deal or something like that. I don't know what.
Oh,
and also,
so obvious. She knows shit.
I've heard. I don't know if this is true, but I've heard Elon Musk. Elon Musk's a fucking troll.
He's fucking crazy.
So I don't know if that's real, but he's like, I'm not buying Twitter because World War III is about to commence. But you don't know if he's about to. Like, I mean, you don't. He's a fucking troll. I mean, do you know what he did with Dogecoin? Were you familiar with Dogecoin?
No.
What Dogecoin is that dog, and it's supposed to be like a kind of like Bitcoin, but it was a new one, and it was starting up, and he made like a movement where everybody could attach him to the face of Dogecoin. He's like, "Oh yeah, buy Dogecoin to the moon." Have you heard that, Dogecoin to the moon? Well, it got me going. I didn't buy a whole fucking stock, but I bought like 25 cents worth of Dogecoins. And it turns out it was a fucking scheme that he was just planning everybody to get on board, and then he just sold it. Well, because at the time everybody thought Elon Musk is here for the people, you know.
No, whoever thought that? You,
me. Well, honestly, no. I just thought that he was slipping. Like, oh, Dogecoin. So I was like, oh my god, this person's so stupid. Like, he's giving us insight, you know, to get rich. But
you're stupid.
Well, that's why I didn't waste
$25,000.
Yeah.
You spent 25 cents.
I just 25 cents on a Dogecoin, and to this day, it's not worth shit.
Well, you got it.
But he kept saying, Dogecoin to the moon. We're gonna go to the moon. He kept tweeting it, and the stock price did go up at one point, not significantly, but.
Well, yeah, because he knows he's famous, he can have a lot of people just by saying it.
But he was
just
alarmed.
By saying it, he can.
It's so fucking bothersome
Uh-huh.
that for him it was just extra change, a way to get more extra change. Because
But people probably, some dumbasses probably invested like thousands of dollars.
Me? No, he didn't. He doesn't even need money. So why would he do this scheme to fucking steal money from people? That's so fucked up.
Greed.
Oh my god. And the royals are the same. The royals are the same way. That's why we need to get the monarchy needs to collapse.
And
Burn the building, not the people. Well, maybe some of Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew deserves to get burned.
he's barbaric.
Prince Andrew deserves to get burned.
He's barbaric.
He's probably a pedophile too. He was very friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
So if anybody needs to get burned down,
Maybe that guy.
let's burn. Oh my god, I can't see that.
It's the drinks.
Oh
not
my
us.
god. Anyway, not literally burning. Nobody's gonna burn anybody.
But
But
maybe.
made a,
But maybe just a little bit.
metaphoric,
Make it a little lighter. Just sit him
Made
down
a-
and put a little flavor.
metaphorically, if
Uh-huh.
anybody needs to get burned down, it's Prince Andrew. And just the whole fucking building in there. I mean, take out everybody else, but just the whole fucking monarchy mansions, like, just burn it
All
down.
of them. There's like multiple.
Burn it down metaphorically, okay? I'm not. Don't burn it.
But like also literally.
But would it be something bad?
I mean, come on.
It's
Maybe
up
in the
to you.
winter, keep the people warm. Keep the poor
As
warm.
long as nobody's there except Prince Andrew.
Oh my god, we can't even fucking make an imaginary uprising without us like trying to be careful.
You know, well, I mean,
Well,
yeah,
because, yeah.
if that professor who is a PhD, a doctor, she got almost canceled. Well,
almost
you can't-
fired,
cancel doesn't
honestly. Like they couldn't fire. You know what? If they wouldn't have gotten backlash for firing her, they would have fired her.
she's tenure, I think. So y'all could try to fire her. She already did her. She has a PhD. Like, come on, like she's not just saying shit out of.
You're gonna get fired.
I get fired.
You're gonna get fired. Oh shit.
No,
Are
I
you
got
fired?
I got a PhD. We're actually deleting this. No, but
Are we?
no, because
No, we gotta post it.
it's metaphorical. We're not speaking. Somebody's gonna get burned down.
Yeah.
It's metaphorical. It's like metaphorically this drink.
Metaphorically, but actually it tastes like terrible.
No. Oh,
Oh, this is
Yeah.
metaphorically.
yeah.
This tastes bad.
But it actually is good though.
Oh, you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Did you like this?
No, not that one.
Okay. Well, that's what it's mine.
I guess we should cut this video.
We're running out of shit to say.
Alright, well,
All
thanks
right.
for being here again. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
thank you
22.
for joining us in our rant and our rave
22nd
against
episode.
monarchies.
Oh yeah, Monarchy's that.
Okay. Please join us for the next
Oh,
episode.
and subscribe.
Oh, yeah, we never asked y'all.
Oh yeah, we never.
Who's
asked
gonna
you
make it
to
this far?
subscribe.
Well, hopefully you.
If you made it this far and you haven't been
You
subscribed,
might as well subscribe
Hey,
if you
subscribe.
watch the end of this.
yeah.
Honestly, at this point.
At this point, and especially if you watch all 29, nobody's watched all 20.
Well, one person, I think.
Oh yeah, there's our family members.
My tias. Alright.
But if you haven't subscribed and you're here, subscribe, right? Keep us on the air.
Yeah,
The
and,
monarchy's gonna come for us.
and find us, yeah, for real, please. And find us on somewhere roaming the streets of Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
We're usually in the Montrose area,
Well, yeah.
Midtown. Yeah, just like hang out with
Anywhere
us.
where there's a bar.
Be our friend. We like alcohol. Oh, join us at La Granja. Oh, I think we should highlight La Granja in this video. It's a great place.
And then we should show them the video. We're like, hey, we sponsor you?
Next time. Look at you guys. Just chill them. Bye.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
What?
Bye.